Hello everyone, this is Teresa, your Jersey mama. I just want to say how happy I am to be able to do this cooking video today. And I haven't been on in about a month. We had some changes in our lifestyle, which I've been very, very happy. And I wanted to share with you that we moved. So those of you who are just okay, hi everyone. Those of you who are just jumping on, my name is Teresa Siderio and I am your Jersey mama. And we're cooking, I'll be cooking from now on in my kitchen where we moved to, which I've done it in the past, but we sold our big house and now we are living in our short house, which we are very happy about. So today I am going to cook for you. I missed everybody so much. I really did. Hold on. Has anybody ever seen these? I got these at Walmart. You know, when you're living in a smaller house, you really have to find ways to consolidate things, and this thing collapses. So you can just, into your wash pan, you can just collapse it, stick it on the side of your, underneath your sink. So, so anyway, and I also found this. Look at all these neat little gadgets. I love gadgets. My mother-in-law was a big gadget freak. God bless her. She used to have like all these neat little things to take out your strawberries and everything. And this all collapses. So when you're living in a small, a smaller place, you still need stuff, but you need to have it consolidated. So that's pretty good. That's my new funnel. I love that. It's nice and bright. So anyway, let me just say that if you, hi everyone, show me some hearts if you like what I'm cooking. And you can go to my Facebook page, Cooking Live with Jersey Mama. You can like my page. I do put my videos on that page so you can scroll through. You can watch previous videos that I've done in the past. Look at my hair. Anyway, let me wash my hands. Please comment below if this is your first time watching me cooking live. Please comment, first time, where you're coming from. I would love to know where this reaches. We've reached out to a lot of people all over the globe, actually. So I'd love to know where you're coming from. If you like or you want information on anything that I promote and anything that I say, I will just comment and I will answer your questions and I will give you the information that is needed, that you've requested, to the best of my ability. I will include afterwards the recipe up at the top, and this way you can follow the recipe. And let's just have fun. Let's just have fun cooking. Okay, so today, if you're having issues with what you see, I'm sorry, I am the only camera person here, and I need a camera guy, and I do know that. So what I'm making today is breaded pork chops with sautéed spinach and provolone cheese. It's quick, it's easy. So what you're going to do is, I only have 2 pork chops I'm cooking because now that we've downsized, there's only 2 of us. I really don't need to cook for a big family anymore, so that's been a big change for me. So you just scramble your eggs in a pie plate. I will add also the pictures in the comments for everybody. I am going to add some pepper. I don't have my grated pepper. I'm sorry for those who's thinking, oh, she's shaking out the pepper. And my salt, grated salt thing is not working too good. It seems like it is, but it really isn't. I'm going to throw a little bit of locatelli cheese in this, just for some additional flavor. You're going to whip this up. Now, in my recipe that I use this for, I love, love, love a crispy pork chop. I love a crispy chicken cutlet. I love anything that's crispy. And I steered away when panko breadcrumbs first came out, I tried it. It was okay. There's no flavor. You always have to add flavor to mostly everything that you add, that you use anymore. So what I did was, I here have, I cleaned up everything. I'm so sorry. I cleaned up everything before because this kitchen was a mess. But what I have in my pan here, I like seasoned breadcrumbs. I put a little bit of more locatelli cheese in there, and I also added, I love Kellogg's breadcrumbs. It makes everything crispy. So you remember when you get, like, when you order a fried shrimp out at one of those seafood places and it's nice and crispy? I swear it's that kind of breadcrumb. So it's made by Kellogg's, who makes, when you find it in the breadcrumb aisle. So what I did was I mixed the flavored breadcrumbs, the Italian breadcrumbs, and I also added the Kellogg's breadcrumbs and a little bit of locatelli cheese into this. Okay, I'm going to move this over here. This kitchen is much smaller than my other kitchen, so I'm hoping everybody can see what I'm doing. Now I am going to add the pork chops. Hopefully, you know what? Anybody that has my telephone number, can everybody hear me? Hold on, let me put on my glasses. Type a thumbs up for anybody that can hear me. Thumbs up in the comments. Okay. Okay, or let's do this, because I have something. Start paying, draw within. Viewers, guess what you are. Forget that. Okay. You know, okay, thumbs up. Good, I see it over there. Okay. So, those of you who know me, I am a big fan of Circle B Ranch. It is organic pork chops. It is all fresh. They're grazed. They're chemically free. And on the pork chop, I am going to put your salt, pepper. Excuse me, everyone who are out there that say, "Oh, you shouldn't wash your hands afterwards." I'm washing. I'm washing the 2 fingers that I used. All right. You flavor your pork chops. And then what you're going to do is, you know what, I'm only going to do one because my husband, he comes home probably around 6. It takes him an hour. Since we moved, it takes him an hour. But because this is, you know, only going to be a short show, I am going to make his later. I'll probably eat before him, but I'll sit down with dinner. So what you're going to do is you're going to do an egg wash with your pork chops. I've got a pork chop. I guess it's about maybe a 1/2 inch thick. And then I'm going to dip my pork chop in with the breadcrumbs. I'm going to coat that, especially around the sides, because I like a crispy, crunchy pork chop, especially with this dish. Okay? Once that's in there, I am going to take a pan. I put parchment paper on it, and I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. Only because I want a little bit of crispy. I want it to, I don't want to fry it, but I want that flavor. It's more of the flavor that I like and that crispiness that comes with it. I have a preheated oven at 400 degrees. Now, I could never ever make a pork chop. Ask my family. I made everything like shoe leather. My sister-in-law, Carol, was the one that said she has the best pork chops, and she follows the recipe from Shake and Bake. Remember that Shake and Bake recipe? I don't want my arms to shake while I'm doing this, so. Remember they used to put it in a plastic? Oh, look at that arm wiggling. Fun. Oh, that's horrible. So anyway, what happens is they used to be the Shake and Bake recipe where you used to stick it in the bag and you would shake it back and forth. And the little girl said, we did Shake and Bake and I helped. You know, that commercial. Well, anyway, that is the recipe I use. I mean, as far as the temperature is concerned, that is what I use when I do a pork chop, because by far it is cooked perfect to perfection. Follow that recipe. It's 400 degrees. I put it in for 20 minutes. That, and then I go in between and I do turn it over because I just want that crispness. I want that other side cooked like the top side. So I have my temperature already cooked at 400 degrees. I'm going to throw it in the oven. Okay. Where is my cell phone? Ah, darn it. Hold on 1 minute. Cell phone. Because I don't know how to use the timer. Hold on, my daughter sent me a message. She says, do you want me to text you about the sound? I'm going to say yes. Can you all hear me? Put some hearts up if you can hear me. If you can hear me, that'll be great, because this way I know you're hearing what I'm saying and my video won't be for nothing. Okay, great, perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go into my phone and I'm going to time it for 20 minutes. Sound and shot. We can hear you. Thank you, Dee Dee. Okay, so I'm going to go into my phone, I'm going to go into my timer, and I'm going to put 20 minutes. Start. Okay. So while that's cooking in the oven, I am going to take my pan. This is my new pan, everybody. This is from Analon. I love Analon's products. You can actually put this one in the oven when you're cooking, which is perfect. It doesn't, you could put a fork to it or something and it doesn't scrape the bottom. Well, it says it's not supposed to. This is a new one, we'll see. My other ones were old ones and I had them for so long, but I actually had to buy a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some EVOO, or extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to make the sautéed spinach. Now I've already pre-cut my garlic, like I do. There's a lot. Okay, that's not, I mean, that thing drips out like nothing. Okay. I'm going to turn this on. Does everybody like my new apron? Can you see? It's flip-flops. You like that? It was from Pauletta Ford. She found the print. And Pauletta is the one that, Pauletta always makes my aprons, and she's the one that made my black and white one, Jersey Mama. Pauletta, if you hear this, and please include your link, where you buy, or where you don't buy, where you make your aprons, so this way people can look and see what you have. And if you choose to purchase, she's very reasonable. What great gifts, because you know why? If anybody has granite countertops, all my shirts from leaning up against the countertops had all the little pulls and all the little holes in them. I mean, how many people have had that? Drop a one if you've all had pulls in your shirts and you're wondering where it came from. Well, it's because of the fact you're leaning up against your granite countertop and underneath is where it's rough. Well, I went through about a dozen shirts thinking I had moths. Well, it wasn't. So now I wear aprons every single day, and they're usually by Pauletta. So Pauletta, if you hear this, please drop your link. Also, if you can't see what I'm cooking because people are commenting on my videos, swipe it to the right and you'll be able to see what I'm cooking. Okay, so I have the olive oil warming up in here. I have my garlic. I love my olive oil and my garlic a lot. This is a tablespoon, so I'm going to put a half a tablespoon of my chopped garlic that I used through my Ninja. And I pulverize that. I just dump it all in there and it pulverizes it. If you buy the one in the container that's already, doesn't have the skin on it, that's fine. But you have to remember now that the olive oil is cooking, because of the size of it, I mean not the olive oil, because the olive oil is getting so hot, but because of the garlic, and it's so tiny, you have to be very, very careful. Now this is already fresh spinach. And you can hear that I didn't drain it too well because it's splashing all over. So you want to be careful that you don't splash it all over and burn yourself. When I tell you how easy this is, it's so easy that I just hope the pork chop comes out faster than the whole process of sauteing the spinach, because that's how quick it is. You're going to add some fresh salt, pepper, it doesn't take long, and once again, I think this is not gonna time, but it's okay, because I can find time to talk. And if those of you that are wondering why I talk so much, it's in my DNA, so I am going to talk, and I have to explain things. I like to promote people. I like to promote what they do. I find stuff that I like, and I will promote. Okay. So it doesn't take long for spinach to cook down. Once you saute your olive oil and your garlic and you throw your spinach in, it really doesn't take long at all. That's why you can put this on to the side. That's it. Okay, your spinach is done. It doesn't take long. Now, had I had more spinach, that would be fine. But what I wanted to explain to you today was I am like really, really happy. I'm really excited because of my downsizing. I'm going to miss my grandchildren, but that's the reason. But we could go up and visit. They're 45 minutes to an hour away, so it's no big deal. But I wanted to explain to you while I have you in front of me, because I promote. Love to promote things that I feel that work, that people are having great success. I am so excited to tell you ladies and gentlemen that are on this, that I have found a product that deals with hormones, okay? It's in gel form. And those of you who had gone in with those bioidenticals and had the injections, you know how costly and expensive it is, and you know what it does for you. Those of us don't really realize that you lose your hormones at the age of 30. So at some point, you are actually not being able to sleep. You don't remember your dreams, so you have mental clarity is out the window, and you have all sorts of hormonal issues. So here I found this product that I'm super, super excited about, and I've been on it for 2 weeks, and I can honestly say now that I can sleep 8 hours a night. I can also wake up in the morning without having 2 cups of coffee by 10 o'clock to keep me going. So this product over here, it says it is if you're having trouble concentrating, or you need more help in mental support, discomfort, difficulty sleeping, change of life. So that means like if your hormones or your whole, your hormones are going wacko, or you have no hormones left. And gentlemen, if you're having that Rip Van Winkle effect down there, yes, I said Rip Van Winkle, went to sleep and forgot to come back. Or if you're having any issues, women with or Sleeping Beauty down there, okay, well, this is going to help that area. Now, it helps support cartilage and joint function, provides positive mental support, promotes relaxation. There's so much. There's over 40 benefits that you get from this transdermal gel. So if you would like some more information, I will be happy to send you that information. And then this way you can take a look at the information that I found and the thousands and thousands of testimonies on this product. So while that is cooking in there, what I decided I was going to do is make a tomato salad with fresh mozzarella, okay? So I've pre-washed all my tomatoes. Let's see, I'm going to do this one. Pre-wash all your tomatoes. You're going to slice it. This is what most people call like a caprese salad. And all it is fresh tomatoes with basil or basil and mozzarella. One of these days I'm going to make fresh mozzarella. They say it's so easy. got 11 minutes for that pork chop. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn it over. So let that cook for another 10 minutes on the other side. As I'm cutting the tomato, 1, 2, 3, 4. You just wash and cut your tomato. It's very easy. Throw in some salt. If you have fresh ground pepper, that would be great. Fresh ground pepper. I don't put balsamic on something like this, only because of the fact if I was making a regular tomato salad, I would use, excuse me, some balsamic, and I would use some chopped onions, and then you have the tomato. It's like you might as well throw a roll in there, and an Italian roll. And of course, make like a tomato salad. Who loves their tomato salads? If anybody loves their tomato salads, drop I don't know, do an applause sign in comments where you like your tomato salads. There's so many different versions. People, especially this time of the year in New Jersey, Jersey makes a great tomato. They make great tomatoes, Jersey tomatoes. That's what I think we're known for, other than our cranberries. So you have your sliced tomatoes. The reason why I don't use the balsamic is because our tomatoes, the tomatoes this time of the year, toward the end of the year, they're so flavorful. You don't want to take that balsamic, or the vinegar will take away from your tomato, the taste of that tomato. So I just like to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. On top. And you're using a good extra virgin olive oil. What did I do with my mozzarella? Hold on. Oh, here we go. I like my mozzarella sliced about this thick. Okay. You don't want to you want it to be the length or the thickness of your tomato. So this way, it's like you'll get a version of how the mozzarella tastes and how the tomato tastes. You don't want it to overpower one another. So this is what you do. And just a little bit more on top. I have some fresh basil. Italians call it basil. You call it basil. It's all in the same family, but look at that. That's beautiful. I actually got the tomato or the basil plant in a bin from the supermarket, and when I came down here, and then you can replant it into the garden. I mean, to make things look pretty, you do the whole clove like that. But if you're going to eat it, some people do a julienne style, where they slice it real nice and thin with a knife. But I think the knife has something to do with the way it turns color. The basil turns color, so I like to rip it. So I'm going to taste it. I'm going to taste to see if it's poison. Did everybody see my crabs and spaghetti? I made crabs and spaghetti last week for my daughter's birthday. It was the first time I actually had the crabs. My husband went out and cooked. Well, I went to the fishmonger and I got 12 and a half crabs the day before, and I cleaned them and made the gravy. I even had to kill them, which I was screaming the whole time. Normally, I do have them do that. However, because the guy was allergic to it, he said he won't do it. So I had to stick it in hot water to stun them in order to take the backs off. So you take a little bit of basil with the mozzarella and a piece of the tomato that has the olive oil dripped on it. The flavor, you taste the flavor because you're not using the balsamic, or you're not using the vinegar. So you can taste the freshness of the tomato and the basil and the mozzarella. So now that that's done, geez, I have to find time to talk. What the hell would I say? I don't know. How was everybody's summer? Everybody have a good summer? Type in your comments any neat vacations you went on and what you did with your family. That would be great. I would love to hear that. Where are my... Here we go. Nice. That came out nice. It's sizzling. Let me just cut it to make sure that it's done inside. See, I always used to cook everything. It was like shoe leather. But that's how my mother used to cook. You know what? That's perfect. That is perfect. So let me get a plate. Oh no, I'm not going to get a plate. What you're going to do is you are going to take the sautéed spinach. You're going to place that on the top. Then you're going to get some extra sharp provolone. You're going to put this on. Oh, you know what I need to do? Let me put a little bit of locatelli cheese on the spinach. Then you're going to take your provolone. I get it already sliced. I got it sliced because it's extra sharp. Really? You know why it's sticking together? I'll tell you why it's sticking together. And I'm going to teach you something because this is what my mother taught me. I had no idea. And it's made my life easier ever since, and I don't know why I didn't do it today. I'm going to put that back in the oven for a couple of minutes until it melts on top. But I want to show you something. You know how you get the cheese? I don't know if you can do this. Let me sweep it over because I can't see. You know how you get your cheese sticks together? Well, when you get your cheese home, whether it's American cheese, Swiss cheese, or whatever, what you're going to do is you're going to take the first one off. You plop it down on the paper that it came in. You're going to take the next one. You're going to plop that down right on top of that. And you're going to go through your cheese until your cheese is all restacked on top of one another. You're not going to turn it over. You're just going to restack it the other way. So this way, the whole purpose behind this is when you go ahead and want to take a piece of cheese out to make a sandwich, your cheese won't stick together. Isn't that great? Isn't that ingenious? My mother taught me that. I don't know where she was taught, but she did that. So now, and then all you do is wrap it back up and stick it back in the refrigerator. So this way, when it comes out again, you go to make your sandwich, you don't have sticky cheese, or you're not grabbing like 3 or pieces of cheese. That gets on my nerves. If that gets on anybody's nerves with the cheese, you know, slap a comments, sticky cheese. Okay. So this has got to be done. Perfect. Perfecto. God bless blessed mother, the smell from that cheese and the grated cheese and the olive oil and the garlic with the spinach. Oh. Here's a plate. I can't wait to eat. What do I do with it? What do I do with it? Oh, here we go. Right in front of my eyes. There you go, folks. This is breaded pork chops. We added cheese, Kellogg's breadcrumbs, and Italian breadcrumbs. You could use any kind of Italian breadcrumbs. Mix that all together. You dip your egg. You dip your pork chop. You get your egg washed, salt, pepper your egg wash, and then you get your pork chop, salt and pepper that. Dip it in the egg, then dip it in the breadcrumbs. Throw it in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And that's the thickness of my pork chop. So that's about a ½ an inch in some spots, and in most spots. And then you let that cook in there. You turn it over after 10 minutes, and your pork chop is usually perfect. Now it depends on your thickness, so you want to test it like I did, okay? And then what you do is you get your sautéed spinach and olive oil and garlic, salt and pepper that. Once that, oh, there goes my buzzer. How perfect. Okay, stop. You put that on top. You throw a slice of provolone cheese. I only did one. You can do more if you want. And you let that melt. So, I'm going to cut this. Never have enough food. Never. It's okay. Because it's all about what the food tastes, right? Drop some hearts if you like what I'm cooking. God, that's good. That's like restaurant quality good. I'm serious. This is friggin' awesome. So anyway, I'm Teresa Siderio. If you like what I just made, I made it out to public. If you want to share my video, that's great. You see how easy it is. I try to make everything in less than an hour, 45 minutes. That's my goal. It all depends on what you're cooking. So I'm Teresa Siderio, your Jersey mama. Bon appetito. It was nice cooking for you. Bye-bye.